Hi, my name is Jeremy Resch, and today I would like to show you how to start writing HTML-based content starting from scratch. Before we start, HTML coding is becoming the old-fashioned way of creating websites. There are many code-generating software programs out there that make it easy to create websites without having to write much code, if any. Some programs are Adobe Dreamweaver, Adobe Muse, and some free open source organizations on the web such as Drupal, Joomla, and WordPress. CMS stands for Content Management System. This means that it is easier to create a website and keep it managed and organized. No more needing to have to upload HTML documents and create all the other files to make a website work. It has templates for you to create your unique design for your website, such as fonts, colors, and the overall way the page looks for people to see and interact with. So, the reason why I am presenting this video is for the people that want to learn how it is done. It is also a very convenient way to have a grasping knowledge of HTML because it is still used today and still may be needed to use at certain times. So what exactly is HTML? HTML in its simplest definition is a language for creating websites. It puts the content on the page, such as videos, images, audio, tables, and much, much more. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. You can use Notepad or any text editor to write HTML, even Microsoft Word or Apple's Text Edit. Right now I'd like to show you how you could find Notepad on Windows 7. You can go to Start, All Programs, Accessories, and find Notepad right here. You can also type it in this search box on Windows 7 platforms. So I have Notepad open, but before anything else we want to save this document in our website folder. And I have a website folder on the C drive called Jeremy's Website. So that's where I'm going to save my website. Yours might be different. Wherever you want to save yours, you can save it. But you want to have it structured and organized. Save all your content in there. And I'm going to name this Index. You name it Index so the server knows to grab this page first to serve out the web page as your home page, and then you name it as an HTML extension. So I'm going to save that, and now we can start creating our website. So now I'm going to start writing my web page. We start by writing doc type HTML, and this tells a web browser that this is a HTML document being served up, so it needs to be applied as so. Now I'm going to write HTML, and this is my first tag that's going to start the whole HTML document, and everything inside it is going to be contained inside of it. And then you want to close out your HTML document at the end by writing the closing tag, which has a forward slash, and we're going to put this all the way to the bottom because everything that we ever write in the HTML document, which includes photos, videos, audios, and anything else, is going to be inside this area. Now I'm going to type in the head portion, and then I'm going to have a closing tag for that, and everything inside this head tag is going to be contained within it. And the thing that goes in the head tag is usually a title for your web page. You can name it anything you want, like Jeremy's home page, and then you have to close that out like so, and see that this Jeremy's web page is going to be inside the title. Title is closed out, and that's the end of the title. But this usually appears in your web browser's tab, this title part. Now let's type the body tag. The body tag is also where all the content is going to be displayed on when you go visit a website. You know, all the videos, photos, audios, etc. is going to appear in the body right here. So everything that all the content you put on your page is going to go within the body tags. Now let's preview this web page that we've created. I'm going to go to my computer, find my folder in which the website is saved, and it's Jeremy's website, of course. And we're going to go to the index file that we've saved. We're going to click on that, and we're going to see not much is displayed right now, but you see the title right here, the title, Jeremy's homepage. It appears right here. That's where the title goes. So if anyone was wondering what the title is, it actually goes right in the tab up there. So now for an example, let's insert an image. So now I'd like to show you the first image tag that I want to work with, and that's the image tag. It's IMG. IMG, and you type in SRC, which is source, and you have to put an equal sign, and you put the folder and the photo in quotes. So I'm going to go to my C drive, my folder where all of my content is saved. I'm going to go to images, and the image I want to work with is Jeremy Journal, and this is a JPEG image, so it's saved in the images folder, so I need to remember that. So it's saved in the images folder. It's called Jeremy Journal, and it's a JPEG. You close it out with quotes again, and then you close out with the / the image tag, because you completed it, and like so, and you save it. And every time you make updates to your content, you have to save it, and then you also have to refresh your page. And you should see the photo right here of me. It's just one night I was talking to my girlfriend, and I was reading my journal to her, so I thought it was kind of a fun night to hang around together, so I did that. Now let's play around with the heading tags. You can do that by type in H1, and then you can type whatever you want. Let's type hello, this is Jeremy's home page. And then you have to close it out, of course, with the / and let's save this again, and let's refresh, and there it goes. And see how the H1 appears down here and the image goes first. See, we've got the image first, and that's how the web pages are designed. It works down in descending order. There's a total of 6 headings from H1 to H6. The further up you go in number, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the smaller the font. So watch this. H6. Hello, this is Jeremy's home page. Close that out, and let's take a look at the heading, the size of that, and see that's very small compared to the H1 tag. We can even make an ordered list by typing LO, and then within that we can write, and you can put this wherever you want. You don't have to type in starting on the sides. You can go, tab in if you want, or whatever, wherever you want to put it, just so it's nice and organized for yourself. So we can type in LI, it's a list within an ordered list. I can type in coffee, end that list. I can type in another one called beans, end that list. And I can type in soda. And let's see how that works. We have to close out the ordered list though, and save that, and refresh your page, and see it's got 1, 2, 3. It put it in order. I didn't have to type in 1, 2, 3. It did it because it's called an ordered list, and put it in order. You can even make unordered lists like this, UL, and type in a list within that, coffee, close that out. Oops, sorry. Beans, close that. List, soda, close that. And finally closing out the unordered list. So let's see how that works. Now see, that uses bullets, and you can, we'll talk about this in other videos. You can use other symbols for that bullet right there. You don't have to have those the bullets. You can use other ways of making unordered lists, but see, the ordered list has numbers, in increments. So that's a little bit about using some tags, and there's much more we can work with. And in more other tutorials I'll show you, a lot more a lot more tags to work with and adding content and things like that. You can even write paragraphs like this. Paragraph. This is a paragraph. How are you doing today? Then you need to close that out as soon as you're done with that. And let's save this again and let's refresh. And there's a paragraph. It's contained within the paragraph. You call these elements. You can call them tags as well. And you can separate this way down here. You can put it all the way down here, and it will not affect it. Let's put it all the way down here, and let's see what happens to that paragraph. Paragraph is right here. Let's refresh the page, and see it will not go down the page. In your HTML document, it will not. You can put it anywhere you want, and it will not affect the outcome of where it is placed on this web page. And you can also write comments on your web page, which will not show up on the official on this web page, but you can write comments for yourself if you need to tweak something, or you need some kind of a definition to kind of tell yourself what you're working on, like this. I can do this. This is a comment that will not appear on my web page. There. It starts with the tag, and then it's got the exclamation mark, and it's got the dashes. And let's save that, and see, it will not appear on my web page because it's a comment that's just inserted into this document, but it's not going to appear on the web page. It's just for my use, for my benefit. Okay, so now I'd like to show you the audio tag to add music to your website. So I have a music folder now that I just added, and in that folder I have Kalimba, a Kalimba soundtrack, and it's an MP3 as shown down here. Otherwise you can click on right click properties and it'll show you right there what extension it is. It's an MP3. So let's go back and write that in. So you type audio controls, and then you can type source src. I don't know why they have you type it twice like that, but it's just the syntax that you need. And then of course you always put it in quotes. It's in my music folder, and it's called Kalimba. The file is called Kalimba, and it's an MP3 extension. It's MP3 format. And then you put type equals, it's an audio file, and it's an MP3. This is just the syntax that you need for that specific file. If your audio was a different extension, like an AIFF, you'd put that instead right there, and you'd put that also right there instead. But mine's an MP3, so I'll put that. And then you want to close out the audio. Oops. There. Now we're going to save that. We're going to refresh that, and there's your audio file right here. So if you're looking to find out more about HTML and the codes and the standards for it to write HTML, you can go to w3.org, and they have a lot of things and community forums and things you can write in to improve HTML. And w3schools.com is another good site, and this site I like more because it has a lot more other things like CSS we'll get into in other videos ahead, and PHP and other scripting languages for the web. But I like this site because you can go like here, HTML, learn HTML, and it has so many codes, tables you can insert, links, attributes, comments, comment stuff like that. And it's got so much more as well. And here's your video, audio tags that you can insert. And this is a good site for when you're just beginning to learn HTML. It's a really good site to start coding HTML. And if you have questions, you can just do the search box, or you can also Google this stuff too. But this is a good site it's like an all-in-one. You're probably wondering by now, okay, if I have a website, then how am I going to host that website on the internet? Well, you have a couple choices. You can either host it by yourself using Apache or Microsoft IIS web server on your own computer, or you could use a hosting provider such as HostGator or GoDaddy or some other site that you can find on the internet. There's a lot of good, I know Fat Cow is another good reputable website for hosting a website for your needs. My website I use is freeservers.com. I pay about $13 a month. I get a lot of extra features on it, things that we'll go into detail on in further videos ahead. But getting back to hosting your website on your own host or on your own computer at home, you'd need a high-speed internet connection for people to view your photos and videos. You know, they wouldn't want to have a lot of lag time in downloading such things. But if you want to have a host provider, you're looking at about a few dollars a month, anywhere to maybe $3 a month to $50 or $60. It just depends on your service and the needs that you have for your website. Well, that's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoy this video on beginning to code an HTML website. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to maneuver the content as you see here on my beginning website to anywhere on the page you want it to appear, such as to the right of the page, up, down, and in the middle. This technique is possible with CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets. CSS is used to style your web page with fonts, colors, and many other styles you want to spruce up your website to make it more appealing to visitors. Again, I hope you enjoy this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.